Welcome to episode number 10 of this Austin Dundons NHL 22 Expansion Draft Franchise Series. And today I'm also playing my Austin Dundons NHL 22 Expansion Draft Franchise. It's episode number 10 of this series. Like I said, 20 seconds ago, and like it says in the title, as well, it is Game 7. Like it said in this episode, will be Game 7. Like it says in the title, it's Round 2, Game 7 against the Calgary Flames. As you can see on the screen, right? As you can see on the screen, it's Game 7. Flames and Dundons. The game is in Austin. We do have home ice advantage, so like I said, that's why Game 7 is in Austin. We were the 6th seed in the Western Conference, and the Flames were the 7th seed. No, correction. The Dundons were the 6th seed in the Western Conference, while the Flames were the 8th seed in the Western Conference. So the Flames beat the 1-seeded Blackhawks, and then now they're playing the 6th-seeded Dundons, and they were up 3-2. But then the Flames were up 3-2, but the Dundons won Game 6 in Calgary 4-1. That was in the last episode of the series. If you haven't seen any of the other episodes of the series, there's a playlist of the series, that consists of this episode and the last 9 episodes, and that playlist will be Eye in the Sky in the top right-hand corner right up here. There should be an icon that pops up. at the beginning of the video. As you can see right here, Alexander Wennberg, our captain, through 12 games, leads the Dundons in points in the playoffs. 12 games played, 5 goals, 10 assists, and 15 points. And I'll show you the playoff picture along with our lines, because we have some injuries I've talked about. But here's the playoff picture. As you can see, all the 8 first-round matchups and then the 4 second-round matchups. As we're the last second-round matchup to finish, the other three are already done. The Oilers beat the Golden Knights 4-2. The Flyers beat the Hurricanes 4-2, and then the Maple Leafs beat the Lightning 4-2. So it's the Flyers and the Maple Leafs in the Eastern Conference Finals, and then it will be the Oilers versus the Dundons or the Flames in the Western Conference Finals. Hopefully it's the Dundons. Winner will move on. The winner of Game 7 between the Flames and the Dundons will move on to the Western Conference Finals to play the Edmonton Oilers, and obviously the loser will see their season come to an end. But yeah, hopefully we're the winners and they're the losers. I don't know. I don't want the season to come to an end, but it might. Hopefully it doesn't though. I'm gonna show you our lines, just because there's been some major shakeup because there's been so many injuries. First line: Evan Rodriguez, Alexander Wennberg, our captain, and Neo Niederreiter. Second line: I have Jacob Silverberg, Yasmari Kotkaniemi, and he just came back from injury. And then we have Ryan Lemieux. Brendan Lemieux. That's the second line. Third line: Brandon Saad, Jack Roslovic, and Riley Nash. Fourth line, we have Barclay Diderot, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Tyler Pitlick. Defense, 3 lines: we have Dmitry Orlov, Eric Cernat. Second line, we have Ryan Murray and Tristan Berry. And then we have Nikita Zadorov and then Matt Benson. And if you go down the scratched, we have 4 injuries. Excuse me, not 5. There's 5 players there, but you can see 4 of them have that circle with a line through it. You can see right there, and then that one down there. 4 injuries. We have Kyle Palmieri injured. He's one of our 2 alternate captains. Jake DeBrusk, our other alternate captain, is injured as well. We have Troy Stetcher's injured, and then Brandon Smith, I may be botching his name, is injured as well. Jake DeBrusk, I believe, is out for the rest of the year, because they said he'll come back like mid-June, but by mid-June the season will be over, regardless of if we get to the Stanley Cup final or not. And then I believe it's one of the 2 defensemen. It's Stetcher or Smith. One of those 2 defensemen is out for the year. I don't remember which one. but one of them is out for the year. DeBrusk is out for the year, and then the defenseman that's not out for the year, I'm not sure when he's gonna come back. I think it was like late May, but that's if we made it to late. If we're still playing in late May, then it'll come back. And then I don't remember when Paul Mary's supposed to come back, but we definitely have 2 guys out for the year, and then one guy's come back in late May if we're still playing in late May, and then I'm not sure when Paul Mary's coming back. But either way, this team has some injuries. And then Nicholas Waugh, yes, you pronounce it Waugh, not Roy, but Nicholas Waugh is still a healthy scratch. We might need him if we have another injury, which hopefully we don't, but we're probably going to, especially if we can get past, especially if we get into the Western Conference Finals. Hopefully we do. Like I said, we're the 6th seed in the Western Conference. They're the 8th seed. The Flames are who are the 8th seed in the Western Conference, beat the 1-seeded Blackhawks, and now they're playing the 6th-seeded Dundons. Obviously, we're the 6th seed in the Western Conference. They're the 8th seed. The Flames are, so that's why the Dundons have home ice advantage. So because we have home ice advantage, Game 7 is in Austin. Flames at Dundons at the Doghouse in Austin, Texas. Winner take all Game 7 here on Tuesday, May 3rd, 2022. Here we go. Flames at Dundons, and it's winner take all Game 7. I'm actually nervous. Here we go, boys. Yeah, so in the same, the Flames still have Matthew Tkachuk, Johnny Gaudreau, Elias Lindholm, who in real life is still on the team. Lindholm is, but Gaudreau is now with the Blue Jackets, and Tkachuk's now in the Panthers. Home uniforms for us, away uniforms for the Flames. Flames have a better, we both have an 85 offense, I believe it said, and then we have a better defense, and they have a better goalie, or the other way around, I'm not sure. But, traditional in 4 minutes, still pro, honest, trainer, adaptive. Let's get into this winner take all Game 7, Flames at Dundons. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Let's get into this winner take all Game 7 right now. Yeah, both of these teams have an 85 offense, and then we have a 89 defense, and they have an 85 defense, and then they have an 88 goalie, and we have an 81 goalie. So both teams have an 85 offense, and then we have a +4 for defense, and they have a +7 for goalie. The Flames do. Our goalie is Jake Oninger. Their goalie is our goalie is Jake Oninger, and their goalie is Jacob Markstrom. I believe it's Jacob Markstrom. Let's watch a prediction. James Sabalski, round 2, Game 7. Round 2, Game 7. Winner moves on, loser goes home. It's Wennberg versus Lindholm on the opening face-off. And we lose the opening draw of Game 7 as we're on your way here in Game 7, here in Austin. And turned over right away. Here's Niederreiter, back the other way. I don't know what that pass was, but it's Vainted boards, picked up by Hannafton. Here's Dubé, as we're 90 seconds into Game 7. Here's Gaudreau, blocked by Rodriguez. I was using Rodriguez. Back the other way, shot, rebound. Oh, it was blocked by Tanev. I don't know, that might have went in if it wasn't blocked. It would have been close. Here's Gaudreau, and he got through, and they score! Lindholm, not even 3 minutes into Game 7, scores for Calgary, and the Flames strike first in this winner take all Game 7. A great start for Calgary and a bad start for Austin. And it's 1-0 Flames, 2:55 into Game 7, assisted by Gaudreau and Dubé, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Here's Tanev after the Flames scored and won the center ice face-off. He's got to get this under control right here because this could be 2-0 or 3-0 or worse. Not that much time. Score! What a response by the Gundogs as both teams trade goals in like a minute, and it's a tie hockey game in Game 7. That's Niederreiter with his 8th goal of the playoffs. Neo Niederreiter with his 8th goal of the playoffs. Glove side on Markstrom, and it's a 1-1 game. It's both teams trade goals in about a minute. It was about 70 seconds actually, but either way, the goal is scored by Niederreiter, assisted by Orlov, and it's a 1-1 game. 5 minutes into Game 7. Now to the slot, save on Armia. Good save by Ottinger. What a hit now! There's an injured Dundons player and he slotted it up, and now right on in front. How in the world do you allow him to dip the putt like that? And the shot from the slot stopped and held by Ottinger. Or the shot from the slot stopped and held by Ottinger, our goaltender. Our goaltender is Jake Ottinger, and it looks like Lemieux is injured. Just another injury, and it looks like he's going back to the locker room with the help of a trainer. So that's another injury, so that's great. And he probably won't come back for the rest of the game, and if he doesn't, then, well, that's not good. And then if we move on to the next round, we'll have Nicholas Waugh take his spot. If we move on to the Western Conference Finals, save, rebound, score! Andrew Mangiapane, and it's 2-1 Flames, as we've already had 3 goals scored here, and we've already had 3 goals scored here in the first 7 minutes, give or take, here in this hockey game. And now he busts through right there. And what a save by Ottinger with the glove. 12:44 to go in the period. 2-1 Calgary. Top 10 in goals. Niederreiter at third with 7, but that's coming into the game. Now he has 8. Here we go. And we lose a face-off. Good play now. 15's got it. I'm not sure who 15 is. What a hit now. And there's a penalty on the Flames. And I did not mean to pass it all the way back down. Empty net. Sits on 5 for the Gun-Dons because it's a delayed penalty on the Flames. Play will stop when the Flames get possession of the puck, which will probably be right now, which it is. And it's a 2-minute penalty for charging. That's the call on Backlund, which might be the captain of the Flames, but we're on the power play now. So yeah, this is good. 10:57 to go in the period. 2-minute power play for Austin looking to tie the game. Not even halfway through the first period. Here's a shot! That's stopped by the goaltender and cleared by Stefan, I believe his name is. Back is Barry. And I don't know what that was. Picked off by Steven. And I don't know why here's a shot. Stopped by Ottinger, and I'll pass it out. Here's Barry. Here's Saad. Up ahead, Dubois. Pierre-Luc Dubois! Save Markstrom. And he covers it with 10:27 to go in the period. 1:30 to go on the power play. Top 10 in hits. We have like 3 guys in the top like 5. Or at least 3 guys in the top 10. And we lose the face-off. Anderson's got it. And it's cleared by Calgary. He didn't miss anything. We have the Gun-Dons have the puck in our own zone. So yeah, let's get back into it right now. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, that was not good at all. And it's a icing on us. 1:16 to go on the power play. 10:13 to go in the period. That was bad. We've already had 3 goals scored here in the first half of the first period here in Game 7. And we lose the face-off off the tie-up. And now it passed to the slot, or to the circle, stopped. I don't know how in the world we allowed to, like, circle when we're on the power play. Here we go. Here's number 13. He was on it, crunched. Tried to pass it, but unfortunately he lost it. Or they stole it from him, or bumped him off the puck before I had to pass the puck. Here we go. Pass up ahead. Here's Saad. Lost the puck. But following up is Dubois. Dubois lands on the brace. Shot! Blocked in front by a couple of players, cleared by Calgary with 35 seconds to go on the man advantage for Austin. Here we are. Here's Dubois. Up ahead. Here's Silverbird. Here's Silverbird. Got through there. And a shot! Save! Rebound! And that was up in the air, but Calgary's got it. 20 seconds to go on the power play for Austin. Blocked in front. Here's Saad now. One last rush. 10 seconds. 9 minutes to go in the period. Shot! Stopped by Saad behind the net. Stopped by Markstrom, excuse me. 3-2-1. Power play's over. We do not score. 2-1 Calgary! And the Flames come in, and Ottinger made the save. And now behind the net, there's circling again. The poke. Up ahead, Silverbird. 8 minutes to go in the period. Here we go, a center and pass. Shot! And it went right by the post. Got by Markstrom and just trickled by the post. And shot is stopped by Markstrom. But man, that shot was stopped by Markstrom. Got behind him and trickled just by the left post. Ottinger made that save. Kicked out of there, but not out. I just killed that guy. Shot from the side is stopped and held by Ottinger. top 10 in hits. Wenberg, our captain, is 4th, and someone else, I believe it said 9th or 10th, but couldn't see what the name of it was. Sitsudo, name of that player was Sitsudo in the period. Faceoffs 8-1, now at 9-1 in favor of Calgary. And then killed in the dots. Here's Mangiapane, who's already scored the center goal for Calgary. This shot stopped at home by Oettinger. 5:37 to go in the period. Yeah, the 3 goals scored here in the first period. All were scored in the first 7 minutes of the second period. Or all 3 goals were scored in the first 7 minutes of the first period. What a save by Oettinger! All 3 goals in this game were scored here in the first period, or scored in the first period, and they were scored in the first 7 minutes of the first period. As I just said, all 3 goals so far here in this game were scored in the first 7 minutes of the first period. Here's a slapper! Save Oettinger! And I double hit the pass button, so Calgary's got it. 3:20 to go in the period. 2-1 Calgary. 3 minutes to go in the period. And now a center pass got blocked. All 3 goals were scored, like I said. All 3 goals were scored, like I said, in the first 7 minutes of the hockey game. And that did not work. Here's Wenberg behind the net. Backhander! The pipe! And that was centering pass! I meant that for that pass to be above the goal line. Instead it was below the goal line, and then I still shot it, and it hit the side of the net. Here we go, 30 seconds. Looking for a buzzer beater to tie the game here in the first period. Here we go. And not through there, but right to a Flames player. 6 seconds. Come on, step up on him. Save Oettinger, and it's up to Roslovic. That's the end of the first period here in Game 7 at 2-1 Flames here in Austin. I mean, we're only down 1. That was a pretty even first period. The only thing that we got killed on is, well, the shots were 15-8 in favor of the Flames, but the faceoffs were 10-1 in favor of the Flames. Hits are 7-3 in favor of the Flames. So basically, we're doing outplay. Like, the Flames have more goals, more shots, more hits, more faceoff wins. Basically, all that good stuff. But yeah. All 3 goals were scored obviously in the first period because we've only played 1 period. And all 3 of those goals were scored in the first 7 minutes of the first period. And then in the last 13 minutes of the first period, neither team scored. Let's get into the second period here in Game 7, 2-1 Flames. Here we go, second period here in Game 7 in Austin, 2-1 Calgary. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Wenberg versus Lindholm on the face-off. And we lose the face-off off the tie-up as we're on your way in the second period. Here's Lindholm! Save Oettinger as he was hit as he shot it. And it was a little bit of a knuckler stop by Oettinger. 36 seconds into the first period. 36 seconds into the second period, excuse me. So yeah, 36 seconds into the second period. 2-1 Flames in Game 7. Here we go. There's Tanev! Save Oettinger! And there's a penalty on the Flames, or penalty on the Dundons, and it's on Rodriguez, so it's a penalty on Rodriguez, or it's a penalty on the Dundons. I think 2 minutes for tripping, and the Flames are on the power play, their first power play of the game. He tripped the guy and shot the puck from the point. This is not good. The Flames have a chance to make it a 2-goal game. Here's Anderson! Blocked! Picked up by Orlov, and he clears it 200 feet. Or clears it down to the other side, and now behind the net, and almost in there first to the Dundons player. Here we go, come on boys, let's steal it off. And that pass is backward, and can I get there first? I can! Right in the slot! I just missed the net. Just missed the left post. As we were maybe 3 inches away from tying the game with a short-handed goal. And now at the other way, to Pote. And now Nash turned it over. Mangiapane blocker, save Oettinger. Someone's got killed. And now a slapper, save Oettinger. And this time with clear it, it's Barkley Goodrow. And Markstrom behind the net will play it. And pass it around the net. And now he turned it over. And a shot. Glove save Markstrom. And he passes this one out. Turn this one over as well. As he turned over back-to-back plays, or back-to-back passes, and this shot hit the back wall and was covered by Markstrom. 54 seconds to go on the power play, 18:07 to go in the period, but my goodness, Markstrom passed it out twice and turned it over both times. Faceoff's now 14-1. Holy cow, here's Batlin. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Good pressure by that guy, I don't know who that is, but good forecheck. Here we go. Here's Joe Thornton, I believe. He's on the flank. Here we go. Here's Backlund. Save Ottinger. Passed it out, which might be a mistake. What a hit, but there's a fight. There's a fight. It's Roslovic and Joe Thornton. Jack Roslovic versus Joe Thornton by the goal line and by the left circle. My goodness, I think there was a penalty on the play. Joe Thornton wins the fight. Number 97 beats number 96. And there'll be a 5-minute major for fighting on both of these guys, on Thornton and Roslovic, but there might be an additional penalty. Fighting at 2:17 for Joe Thornton and Jack Roslovic, but there might be an additional penalty. Yeah, there was an initial penalty, 5-on-3 for 30 seconds. This is on me getting the penalty trouble. So what was the original call? Because there was a call. There was a 5-minute major for fighting on Thornton and Roslovic. Yeah, they called Borden. Oh, I don't know about that. I want to see that replay. They called Borden. I believe they only call it for 2 minutes. I believe. So I believe it's 2 minutes for Borden on Roslovic, and then a 5-minute major for fighting. Can I see the fight? Where's the fight? Oh, it's over here. I want to see the hit. Oh, that's a bad call. Oh, well, I did pop him. That might have been a little dirty. But I hope it doesn't cost us, because it's 5-on-3 for 30 seconds and then 5-on-4 for, what, a minute and a half. Here we go. And that's a good start, as we did it out, not all the way down, though. At least get through the 5-on-3, which is only half a minute. And then, here we go, there's a shot! Stopped! And a foot race now, and now there might be a break! 5-on-3! It's a breakaway! And it's stopped by Markstrom! And then I just clobbered that dude! And then he just clobbered the Dunsons player, clobbered the Flames player. Now it's 5-on-4 for a minute and a half. Mangiapane stopped by Ottinger. And my goodness, we turned over right in front of Ottinger, but he bailed out his teammate. 120 on the 5-on-4s. We got through the 5-on-3. Almost got a 5-on-3 short in the goal. Slapper blocked! What a hit now. And it's cleared by Rodriguez. And this time, he will not turn it over. Markstrom will. It's been a slow center period because the clock does go slower when there's a penalty. Here we go. I don't know what that was. Almost turned it over, and that's clear. But the clock does go slower when there's a penalty. Here we go. Get in there first! It's the Dundons! Another shorthanded shot. We've had some of those. 40 seconds to go on the power play for Calgary. Here we go. Went by the guy, center and pass, blocked, turned over. Now Rose scores! Off the turnover. Glove sign on Ottinger, and it's 3-1 Flames in Game 7. Third goal of the playoffs for Johnny Gaudreau. And the Flames lead by a pair in Game 7. But there's still over a period and a half to go, unassisted. Here we go. Let's get one of those back. Shot! What a save by Markstrom with 15:51 to go in the period. We died at the next goal. If we don't have 4-1, it's probably over. But I am nervous because if we lose this game, the season's over. We died at the next goal, but there's still over a period and a half to play. But we can't win a face-off, so that's not helpful. Just gotta stop turning the puck over in our own zone and stay out of penalty trouble. We'll be fine. And we gotta score, but we gotta start by not committing penalties, especially the stupid penalties. And we gotta stop turning the puck over, especially in our own zone. There's Tanev, and we gotta start winning face-offs. Good poke! Good poke! Now a backdoor feed! I had the guy backdoor, but it was blocked. I had the guy flying in. And now a shot, and that did not work at all. Ottinger hit it to the corner. Here's Silverberg, 13 minutes to go in the period. Here we go to the slot! And then it go! And they score! I don't know what happened. I literally do not know how that puck went in. But we did a gift. It's Kotkaniemi, 3-2. I don't know how in the world that puck went in. I don't know what even happened, but Kotkaniemi was the last one to touch it. I'm not sure if the Flames put the puck in their own net, but it's 3-2, as we did a gift, And that's definitely a diff. 12:31 to go in the second period, and it's 3-2. I want to see what in the world happened here. Like, clearly it wasn't like kicked in or anything. Oh, I did shoot it. I didn't know I shot it. I did shoot it from the slot, and it went between the arm, the right arm, and the body of Markstrom, and then trickled across, and it's 3-2. So that wasn't really a diff. So like I said, like I said, and like you just saw at the end of the last clip, Conti shot it from the slot from about maybe 10 feet out, shot one between the body and the right arm of Markstrom, and then trickled across the goal line, as you can see right here. As you can see, the puck. He shoots it, sneaks between the right arm and the body of J.W. Markstrom, the Flames goaltender, and then trickled across the goal line. So it wasn't really a diff. I thought originally the Flames might have put the puck in their own net. They didn't, but the puck did go in. So it wasn't really a diff, but either way, it's a goal. 12.5 minutes to go in the second period, and it's 3-2. A huge goal they did us within one. Here's Dubois, and a save Markstrom by Markstrom. 12:04 to go. Here we go. After win a face-off, here's Barry, blocked, and then hits some bodies again, and now Armia's got it as we approach the halfway point of Game 7. Good post. We have some momentum here. Here we go, a shot or a pass. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. As we're almost half. Here we are. This is Mangiapane. Stopped by the goalie. 10:05 to go. As we're 5 seconds away from the halfway point of Game 7. 3-2 Calgary. Calgary already upset the 1 seed. Can they upset the 6 seed, which is the Dundons? Hopefully not. But regardless, the Flames already upset the 1 seed, and if they win this game, they'll upset the 6 seed. Come on, get the puck out of there. They've already upset the 1 seed, and if they win this game, they'll upset the 6 seed, which is not that's not as much of an upset as 8 seed upsetting a 1 seed, but still an upset. Here's a shot blocked and out of play. 8:33 to go in the period, but an 8 seed upsetting a 1 seed is a bigger upset than an 8 seed upsetting a 6 seed, but it's still an upset. Hopefully we can avoid the upset and play the Oilers in the Western Conference Finals. Hopefully. I'm praying. Here we go. Here's a shot. That puck went through. That shot got through, and then it was stopped by Markstrom. He left the rebound right there, but the Dundons player, which I don't know who it was, couldn't put the rebound in the net. And we're starting to win face-offs. Here's Cernak, that didn't work at all. Nash at the poach at the win. Here's Orlov, and he scores! Orlov! It's not through Markstrom again! And it's 3-3 in Game 7. His first goal in the playoffs. It was a wrist shot from the left point. That sneaks through the left arm and the body of Markstrom. And it's another goal that sneaks through the arm and the body of Markstrom, assisted by Nash and Cernak. Riley Nash and Eric Cernak. And it's 3-3 as it's a brand new game. 7 minutes to go in the second period here in Game 7. And it's 3-3. As we're all tied in this winner take all Game 7. Now behind the net. And now number 81's got it. Here's Nash. Up ahead Silverbird. Let's take the lead now. Oh, why was it I wanted to pass it to my teammate on the right instead of he passed it out to the Flames player in front. Here's Kiviranta. Good poke. And what a hit. That has to be a penalty. And now that's turned over. Here's, I believe that was Lucic. And now a shot blocked. And then Andre was able to pounce on it. 4:04 to go in the second period here, or 4:04 to go in the second period here in Game 7. It's a 3-3 game. But yeah, second goal went between the right arm and the body of Markstrom, and then that was the second goal, and then the third goal went between the left arm and the body of Markstrom. Here's a slapper! Blocked! And I had to stay, not out of the zone yet, and still not out of the zone, but good play. No, he turned it over, but at least it was in their zone and not our zone. Let's see, at least it's in the intermission. Here's Lindholm. I don't know how in the world you was allowing to do. Right, here's Dubé, here we go, that's stopped. Now behind the net, or below the goal line in the corner, right on in front of the post by Oninger. Get the puck out of there. And we do get the puck out of there. Here's Pitlick. Pitlick! That shot is blocked. Center and pass, blocked, and intercepted by Valamati. Here's Dubé, 7 seconds. Due to hits, Dubois got it, or Pierre-Luc Dubois got it, cleared by Murray. That is the end of the second period. It's a 3-3 game in Game 7. There was 3 goals scored in the second period as well. 2 by the Dundons and 1 by the Flames, as that was the timed goal right there that went between the left arm and the body of Markstrom, and it's a 3-3 game. Incredible. That's all I have to say. Just incredible. Shots are 29-17 in favor of Calgary. 3-3 for the goals. 16-12 in favor of Calgary on the hits. Face-offs are still 17-8 in favor of Calgary. We're 0 for 1 on the power play. They're 1 for 2. Yeah. We were down in this game, 3-1, and now it's tied 3-3 as the second goal went between the right arm and the body of Markstrom, and then the third goal went between the left arm and the body of Markstrom. So the last 2 goals have gone between the right arm and the body of Markstrom, and then the left arm and the body of Markstrom. Here we go, third period in Game 7, tied at 3. 20 minutes to go here in Game 7, tied at 3. Winner moves on, loser goes home. As we're about to beat in the third period here in Game 7. Flames 3, Dundons 3. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video so far, and hopefully I can get the dub for you guys. Hopefully I can get the dub for you guys, because I do not want our season to come to an end. Here we go, a shot now by Gaudreau. Save Oettinger, 36 seconds into the third. Hopefully I can get the dub for you guys. Hopefully. Here we go. Wish me luck. And it start. We win the draw. Up ahead, Niederreiter scored her first goal back in the first. 3 minutes in. I think it was something like that. And now to forecheck, but Tanev still has got it. Here's Gaudreau, who scored the third goal, I believe, for Calgary. Here's Niederreiter. Here we go. Here's Winberg. And that was blocked, and Markstrom got it, passed the puck out to Tanev. Here's Lindholm. A body off in front of the benches. And then, that's interference. He hit him when the puck wasn't there. And now a bump. And a bump. Here's Tanev. Here's Lindholm as we're 4 minutes into the third. This game goes into overtime. If this game goes into overtime, then I have a heart attack. Here Gaudreau! Wide open, but stopped by Oettinger. Now Gaudreau again! And he scores! The puck bounced around in the slot. Gaudreau's done his second of the game, and the Flames retake the lead. 5 minutes into the third. Second goal of the game. Fourth of the playoffs for Gaudreau. And the Flames have the lead 5 minutes into the third. Assisted by Dubé and Lindholm. Here we go. Back the other way. Shot! That's stopped. That got through, but stopped by Markstrom. 14:30 to play in regulation. And Gaudreau's one goal over in the hat trick. But man, we just gotta get the puck out of harm's way. We gotta get the puck out of our own zone. We couldn't clean the trash out of there, and allowed the Gaudreau to score second goal of the game. And we lose the face-off. Here's Hanford. Turned it over, but it was out of the zone. Here's Orlov, who tied the game. He got crunched. Crunched that, man. Here's Armia now. He got crunched. And now Orlov, still on his feet. Here we go. Here's a shot. Got through Markstrom, but just wide. I don't think, even if it wasn't wide, I think that wasn't going to go in. Maybe, though, but we'll never know. Here's Backlund. Got around my poke check attempt. Here's a center and pass blocked, or stolen, by Orlov. Back the other way. Here's Silverberg. Silverberg couldn't get the shot off. Stolen back though. Save. Here's Orlov. And now it's bouncing around, but unlike us, the Flames should get the puck out of harm's way. So we're halfway through the third period in Game 7. Flames up by 1. We needed that goal. We can't afford to be down by more than 1. And we are down by more than 1. Backlund, and it's 5-3 Calgary. We just couldn't get the trash out of harm's way. 5-3 Calgary. 5th goal of the playoffs. 10.5 minutes into the third. We just couldn't get the trash out of harm's way. It's unbelievable. I meant Backlund's our captain. We couldn't get the puck out of harm's way. I mean, come on. We couldn't get the puck out of our zone. Here we go. We're not dead yet. We turn it over again. Here we go. There's Lucic. Come on. Let's play some physicalness. Here we go. Good play. Here's Anderson. Come on. We got at the puck. I mean, my word. Now the puck's on the side of the net. Come on. Get the puck. My word. Come on. I mean, my goodness. Weirstons. Come on. Finally get the puck. Come on. 6.5 minutes to go in Game 7. Shot tipped, but stopped by Markstrom. 6 minutes to go in Game 7. We got, come on. Can't just let him walk right in. Come on. Come on. And the play, and now a save by Ottinger. I don't pass it out. Come on. Shot! Save Markstrom, and he passes it out. Why? 4 minutes to go in our season. Come on, pressure him. Good pressure. That did not work at all. Come on. Oh my goodness, come on. I mean, we're going to run out of time. Come on. They're pinning the puck against the boards. Now to the slot, Lindholm scores. Unbelievable. And it's 6-3. My team is so... I'm one player. I only can use one player. And then the other four are controlled by the computer, and they're just standing around. They don't swarm the puck, and it's 6-3, and that's our season. 3 unanswered in the third for Calgary. All 3 just because we couldn't get the puck. I mean, we had, like, no offense in the third. Here's Backlund. Here's Armia. I don't know, pass it out here, but... Seasons, I mean... They just... we stole... I mean, CPU always has this pressure, but my team never does. Unbelievable. As the Dundons will lose to the 8-seed Flames. The Flames are a team on a mission here. Shot blocked. And a goal by Diderot from a tough angle, but it's too little too late. It's 6-4 with 37.4 to go. I think Diderot shot that from behind the net. Yeah, he shot that off the goalie's back and in, as he was below the goal line. But it's 6-4 with half a minute to go. Yeah, maybe if it was like even 5-4 we would have a chance, but 6-4. Here we go. Here's this guy. Sit down. And now Pitlick, I'm just going to pull our goalie for the heck of it, but if it was 5-4 or 4-4, this would be a game. But the shots are 40-24. And we've just been blown out of the water here in this game. Not really. I mean, it's only a 2-goal game, but here we go. 6 on 5 now. He didn't miss anything. The Flames now have the puck in their own zone. 24 seconds to go. 6 on 5 for the Dundons. Come on, pressure him. The AI never pressures when there's an empty net. Here's Backlund for the empty net. I poached it away. 15 seconds. We're down by 2. Shot blocked. And turned over. Here's Pitlick. That's saved by Markstrom. Picked up by Hamilton. Dubé. 6 seconds. What a hit. 3 seconds. And the Flames are moving on to the Western Conference Finals. And I don't know why it went right to this. I might have hit the X button and accidentally skipped the celebration for the Flames and the handshake line. I think I accidentally, because I was hitting the X button at the end to pass it away, just because I knew there was only like 2 seconds left. So I think I accidentally skipped the Flames celebration and the handshake line. But either way, we lose the game 6-4. We got outshot 40-25. In the third period, they scored 3 goals. We scored 1. Our one goal was a lucky goal by Diderot. He shot it from below the goal line off the back of Markstrom and in. That was a 37 seconds to go, though. But man, this was a game. It was 3-3 going into the third period. And then the Flames then scored 3 goals, and then we scored 1 in the final minute of the third, but it was too little, too late. I mean, we came back down 3-1 to tie it 3-3, but then the Flames were up 6-3, and then the Flames win at 6-4. Our season's over. Now, I'm not sure when this episode of the series will be. I'm not sure if I mean, there's a possibility that this could be the last episode of this series, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm in school. School is more important than playing the PS4 and filming gaming videos. And usually, I usually ask for the new NHL game, which in this case will be NHL 23 for Christmas, which is in like 4 months. Which you might be thinking that's 4 months is well, not 4 months, but that's in 3 months. And you might be saying 3 months is 3 months, but also, like I said, I'm in school, and school is higher on the priority list than playing the PS4 and filming videos. And in like a month, in about a month and a half to 2 months, basketball will be starting, and obviously that is higher on the priority list than filming videos and playing the PS4. So that's the reason why I'm saying this should be the last episode of this series. Which, if it is, unfortunately, the Donuts cannot win the Stanley Cup, as we lose here in round number 2 to the Flames, as we lose Game 7 6-4, and we lose the series 4-3. We beat the Stars 4-2, but then we lose to the Flames 4-3, and it will be the Flames and the Oilers in the Western Conference Finals, and then obviously it will be the Maple Leafs and the Flyers in the Eastern Conference Finals. And if there's next episode of the series, it will be opening night for season 2, and that's if there's a next episode if there's a next episode of this series. And if there is, I have to blow through season 2 like that to have it for us to get to the playoffs and make another run at the Stanley Cup. I would have to blow through season 2 basically really quick. Like, if that's the case where I decide to do season 2, next episode of the series will be opening night for season 2, and then next episode after that will be the playoffs if we make it. And if we don't, then that obviously will be the end of the series. But if we do, if that's the case, I do a season 2. Next episode of the series will be opening night for season 2, and the next episode after that will be the playoffs. Because if I do want to make another run at the Stanley Cup, it has to be quick. Because, like I said, I will be asking for NHL 23 for Christmas, which is in like 3 months. And like I said, I'm in school, which is higher on the priority list than filming videos and playing the PS4. And then in like a month and a half to 2 months, basketball will be starting, and that is higher on the priority list than filming videos and playing the PS4 as well. But yeah, if I do a season 2, I will. Well, if I do a season 2, I will. If I do a season 2, I would have to get through season 2 basically that fast. Like, I would have to get through season 2 in a heartbeat. But yeah, it's disappointing that we do not at least get to the Stanley Cup final, or at least get to the Western Conference Finals. But this wasn't meant to be. But in the end, it's just a video game. So it is what it is, and in the end, like I said, it's just a video game. And I still have my NHL 22 Be a Pro and my NHL 22 franchise. So Vinny J's Seattle Kraken and my NHL 22 Be a Pro, they're still in the playoffs, and then my Dallas Stars and my Dallas Stars NHL 22 franchise are still in the playoffs as well. But unfortunately, the Austin Dundots and this Austin Dundots NHL 22 expansion franchise are no longer in the playoffs, which is unfortunate. But like I said, it is what it is, and like I said, it is what it is, and like I said, it's just a video game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, despite me losing here in Game 7, and the Dundots obviously because they lost Game 7. Obviously, our season's over. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. You'll find out what and when the next video. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, guys, time for closing the board. If you liked this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number 11 of this Austin Dundots NHL 22. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number 11 of this Austin Dundots NHL 22 expansion draft franchise series. See you in episode number 11. And eat on a bacon and go Dundots.